Alright guys, I'm going to get this motor tossed in. I've got a hole in my pants, so don't stare at my butt, or do if you're into that. And if you're really into that, let me know. I'm making OnlyFans. I could use some more car parts.
Yeah, let's go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be finishing up this motor sitting right over here. Well, let me see if I can, there we go, right there. I'm going to get that finished up and get it thrown in the car. As you can see, sitting behind me. The car has a mid plate and a motor plate, which is on it right now on the motor. So it will hold the engine exactly where it needs to be, even without the transmission in it, because I have not finished the transmission yet. I'm waiting on parts for that. And I also need to finish up the necessary steps to install the dump valve to that as well, which I'll get that done before the parts come in, and then we'll throw that together and that'll be ready to go in too. But the reason that I'm finishing the motor up today and throwing it in is because I need to get the fuel system all plumbed and finished up. So I have a 417 Motorsports 12 AN to 4 8 AN block on the way, and I have some fittings, or I have all the fittings I need, but I'm waiting on some line as well, but that shouldn't take too long, so, and I can go ahead and get started. But yeah, so we'll get started on the shaft mount rocker kit, installing that in the heads, and then we'll do the pickup tube and the windage tray, and then I think we'll be pretty much ready to throw the motor in, and then we'll get started on the fuel system. Alright guys, so there may not be as much talking in this video or future videos as normal, especially while I'm working on stuff, just because I like to listen to copyrighted music while I'm working on stuff, and whenever I don't feel like I get as much done. So, but I'll try to tell you guys what's going on still, maybe do some voiceovers and stuff like that, just to let you guys know what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So anyways, let's get started on this. Alright, so with this shaft mount kit, so normally it's recommended anyways to, whenever you're installing the rocker arms, to spin the motor over until that lifter is not up on the lobe, lifting the rocker arm up so it won't compress the spring whenever you tighten it down. However, I definitely have never done that before with the standard rockers, but I am going to do it with this one, and it is required to. And the reason that I'm going to do it with this and I didn't before is because if, say, one or even both of these rockers are, you know, like this one, it looks like this push rod is up right here. If that were to push up while I'm trying to tighten it down, I feel like that would mess it up and possibly mess up the threads, or just, you know, not make it go on properly. So I'm going to do that while I'm installing this. But before I put this on there, I need to go ahead and thread these studs in, and I'm also going to red Loctite them because there are actually, the intake ports on the heads are actually ported through the bolt hole for the rocker arms, which is normal, but you need to put some red Loctite in there in order to keep it from leaking anything, any oil or anything, into the intake.
Growing up, parents got me a guitar. Said you could do anything, kid, you could go far. You could be the president, fireman, race cars. The sky's the limit, kid, so shoot for the stars. So I strummed that guitar every day. Found the passion for music never went away. I joined a couple bands and played a few shows. Tried to impress the girl in the front row. But soon enough, everything starts to change. As you grow up, nobody treats you the same. They try to take your future and make it real safe. You could be a doctor, accountant, or something sane. But yo, whatever happened to the sky was the limit. I fell in love with music, never thought it was a gimmick. I worked so hard on every tune and every single lyric. My whole identity depended on being artistic. Now you wanna strip that away so you feel okay? Cause if I make it to the top, what does that really say? That you shouldn't have given up, that you made the mistake? But if I fail, you feel much better.
Alright guys, so I'm not sure how well you can see that on camera, but actually the stand was getting stuck on the studs and having a hard time getting it to seat down onto the head. So I went ahead and put the nuts on. These two are at these are at the lowest point of the cam where it's not trying to lift at all. So I was able to tighten these. Well, I didn't tighten them, I just used the impact to slightly run them down just to try and get this leveled out, which I did. But You can see why they say not to try and tighten them while one is up, because for example, this one right here, this push rod is up right here. As you can see, this one is not, and it won't seat in there properly, and even tighten it in there or trying to just, you know, slightly run it down, it was starting to get all crooked and stuff. So it's definitely important to do that. So now we are going to go ahead and torque these down to 22 foot or 25 foot-pounds is what ARP recommends. And then we will get the smaller bolts that go here, here, and here, and torque those to 50 inch-pounds. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get these torqued down. As I said, 25 foot-pounds.
Let's be honest, life's a competition. So if I'm going to play, then I'm gonna play to win it. I refuse to sit and rot at a desk all day unless I have a passion I'm working towards, okay? I'd rather be dead on the outside than inside. A bullet to the head than 25 to life in a cubicle alone, just trying to get by, building someone else's dream instead of building mine. If you're hearing me, this is meant to inspire. If you have a dream or if you have desires, a girl in your life that's making you feel that fire, go fight for her, man, go die for her, man. Cause you only have one life, one chance to do it, one chance to prove it to yourself, so don't lose it. You got this, fam, just keep pushing on through it. One day you'll look back so glad you pursued it. Yeah, things are gonna get better real soon.
Alright guys, so I actually made a mistake that some of you may have caught, and what I did is I forgot to put the ARP lube on the threads and the nut itself. So I'm going to undo these and get back to and do that right. So it's I don't feel like it would necessarily be the end of the world if I left it like it is, but I'm already here, so I'm gonna do it right.
What you got to lose, 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 got to lose. I won't give up, I won't back down, till the line 6 feet underneath the deep ground. I won't give up, I won't back down, nobody's stopping me except for me now. I won't give up, I won't back down, till the line 6 feet underneath the deep ground. I won't give up, I won't back down, nobody's stopping me except for me now. You won't stop you now, because I got you now. I got the formula and I'm about to drop it loud. So what we talking about? There is no talking now. We take action with passion, we're rocking now. It's tick-tocking now, the clock's talking down, and all I hear is haters try so hard to talk me down, but they can't stop the sound, already on the ground. Everything is growing faster than I can count. You ain't gonna stop me now, because I got this now. I got the formula and I'm about to drop it loud. So what we talking about?
Alright guys, so as you can see, I have it all installed, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's a really nice kit, and I'm excited to really test it out. But just install wise, went smoothly, other than me forgetting to put the ARP lube on there. But once I got that on there, we were good to go, and it looks really nice and seems to be functioning properly so far. So I'll put the other side on, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so I am about to throw the windage tray on this and the oil pan and the pickup tube obviously, but just wanted to go in here one more time. Let me get a light so you can actually see. Just want to do a last check on this to make sure and show that it's still a stock bottom end, which I'm sure people are going to doubt anyways, but you know, I tried. Oh, if I can get it to focus right on the rod. There you go, that's a Gen 4 rod right there. Still has the stock bearings and everything, so nothing's changed, and you can see the reluctor wheel is tacked right there. Keep it from spinning. Yeah. Alright, now we'll put this thing together and put it in the car. Alright guys, sorry this has probably jumped around quite a bit. I've been kind of moving around doing a bunch of different stuff, but today I'm going to pull this 417 Motorsports putter block off. I didn't put gaskets on it before, but I've got some right here. I've actually got 4 gaskets because this has a motor plate, so with a motor plate you put gaskets on each side. So I'm going to do that real quick before I throw the motor in, just so I don't end up forgetting and fill it up with water and spill it all over the place. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to throw the motor in. And yeah, we'll go from there, maybe get the turbo kit on. I'm not sure how much we'll get in this video. I'm not sure how long it is at this point. But yeah, less talking, more getting stuff done. I'm trying to not focus so much on getting every single detail out and focus more on getting the car done and getting it onto the track and getting the good footage that everybody wants to see and doing what I want to do. So I've got some stuff done with the transmission and some more parts coming in, so that should be put together soon. And yeah, I'll give you guys some more updates probably in the next video on what's going on, but yeah, let's get to work. Alright guys, I'm going to get this motor tossed in. I've got a hole in my pants, so don't stare at my butt, or do if you're into that. And if you're really into that, let me know. I'll make an OnlyFans. I could use some more car parts. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Sorry about some of the focusing issues. I messed up a setting on the camera, but I got that fixed now. I got the motor all installed. I was having some issues with the mid plate there. The dowel pin wasn't, or I only have one dowel pin in it right now, so it wasn't one to line up on the other side, but I got that all fixed up, and I've got a nice little piece sitting here next to me for a future video that I'm super excited about from Hughes Performance. But anyways, next video is probably going to be putting the turbo kit on and all that, and then we'll see where we get from there. But make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.